All the MAGA folks that wanted to do away with DEI, it worked for you. 300,000 black women lost their jobs, and unemployment for black men increased from 3.4% to around 7%. But the kicker is, taking away DEI didn't help y'all. Like, the unemployment rate for white women and white men has stayed around 3.4 to 3.5% still. So it literally did nothing for y'all. But it really hurt everybody else, which is what y'all wanted to do from the jump. And this is further proof that a white supremacist will boo-boo on himself just so a black or brown person could smell boo-boo. Like, y'all will willingly hurt yourself and make yourselves uncomfortable in order to make the lives of my people and other minorities significantly worse, and y'all just don't care. And by doing this, y'all destroyed the country economically and honestly in any other way. Like, there's only been 79,000 jobs that were created in July, which is extremely low. And in a country where there are millions of adults that are looking for work, wanting to work and add to the economic value of the country, and they can't now. Because y'all voted with bigotry. Y'all voted with racism and misogyny and xenophobia. Y'all are some morons, bruh. I'm so tired of seeing people that voted for Trump saying that, oh my God, I didn't know he was going to do this. I'm so sorry for voting for him because it's actually affecting them and their families. And like, if you're coming out at this point, like, you might as well just be quiet. Like, I don't know why you're saying anything. Like, there's no reason for it other than you wanting to get some sort of interaction with people online. You know what I mean? Because it's like, we are so deep into his presidency, into his dictatorship, that there's no reason really to say anything if you voted for him.
If you lost your job or were laid off and you're unemployed, this message is for you. I am a firm believer when things like this happen, this is God pushing you into greatness. Because if it wasn't for him snatching that job away from you, you would not do the thing that you are destined to do. It's not until he has to pull the rug that you start figuring out A, B, C, D, E, F, and G and you start being creative and pushing yourself into what he really wants you to do. It's not until he pulled the job that you will start the business, that you will start the clothing line, that you will write the book. It's like things that you already know that you really had on your heart to do, and the job was really just standing in the way. And so I'm telling you, if you just ride this season out and you do what God needs you to do, you will make it to the other side. And when you get on the other side, you're going to come out on the other side with a brand new business. The book is going to be finished, because these are the things that God allowed you to be able to do when the job was taken away from you. And sometimes things like this just have to happen in order for greatness to come out. Because truth be told, a lot of times we're sitting on our gifts. We're sitting in these jobs that we don't even want to be in. You don't want to work the job. You're praying to God, telling God, look, there's more in me. I know that you created me to do better. But you're sitting on your gift. And so God has to say, okay, let me take this job away from you so that you can really do what you want to do and what I purposed you to do. So use this season to do what it is that you've been talking to God about. Because this job loss, it really is a blessing in disguise, and everything is going to work out for the good.
To the person that sent that video to corporate and got me fired, thank you. And I know that everybody is going to see this video too, and that's okay. I'm not going to say anything wrong. Did I realize that what I was saying in that video was going to lead to this? No, I would have never fucking done that. But it seems like with my life, no matter how hard I fucking try, I end up fucking shut up. But I know that everything happens for a fucking reason. And I may not know right now what that reason is, but eventually God will reveal that to me. I love helping addicts. I love helping people. This job stressed me the fuck out some days, but I didn't care because it was worth it, because I was helping people. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. My daughter is about to go to college, and I don't know now how I'm going to pay for that, but I know that I'll figure it out. And if you want to send this video to corporate too, that's fine. But to anybody that creates content, if you work at a treatment facility, if you work in healthcare, watch what you say very carefully, because it doesn't matter if you don't speak somebody's name. Just describing a situation is enough to get you fired. I did not know that, but now I sure do now. I don't know what I'm meant to do in this life. I don't know where I'm supposed to be. I am trying to follow the path that I thought God had for me and wanted for me, but I just keep getting thrown different ways. Maybe I make stupid decisions, yes, but my intentions are always fucking good.
This is a reminder that all it takes is one post, one comment, anything on social media to completely blow up your life and lose everything. And with that opener, I will be talking about Pilates Girl. Yeah. If you don't know who Pilates Girl is this girl who went to her Pilates class, came out of her class infuriated, opened up her phone, opened up TikTok, opened the camera, then looked us in the eye and said, people over 200 pounds shouldn't be allowed to take Pilates classes. Instructors who have a gut or instructors who are, quote, fat shouldn't be allowed to teach a Pilates class. She watched that back and she thought she ate without consuming anything that could potentially make her fat, right? She uploaded that for the whole world to see. This is not from a burner account. This is not from somebody with no face on social media. She said it wholeheartedly with her chest, face, name, everything attached, with a collabs email in her bio, because that's going to make brands want to work with her, of course. But now she has posted an apology video for how horrible she feels and how she was just projecting her own internal body image issues and whatnot. It felt the need to share it. How not only she got kicked out of her Pilates studio, but she lost her job. This girl is now jobless. She can't go to Pilates anymore. And at a 20-second glance, it seems like the only thing she would have going for her is social media, which crickets. I would say this should be a teaching moment from us, but I think the average person knows better than to not come on social media and say this particular type of person shouldn't be allowed to do this, which every other person in society can, because they look a certain way. I think we all know better. So instead of saying this is a teaching moment for us or a learning moment, I'm gonna say this is your reminder. Everything you post will come back to you. And I just watched the video for the first time. I've heard people talk about it. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Who are you? Who is you? Look at Obi, he's sleeping. Wow. Okay, that's all for now.
I've cried a lot today and over the last few days. So I think as far as I'm aware, I won't be crying on the internet. I lost my job. Don't really know what else to say after that. I lost my job. It went public today, so I can talk about it now. I've never been in this situation before. So for those that you don't know, if I've landed on your For You page, I worked for a small independent business, and I won't go into it too much, but being in a small independent business in this climate is really, really hard. It has been shit, basically, and where I worked have decided to close. This now means I'm unemployed. That's scary for me. I don't really know what to do. I've never been in this situation. I don't have anything to fall back on. I have no security, so I need to find another job, and I don't have a lot of time to do it in. That scares me a lot, and I've had a lot of emotions about it. That being said, I am part of the TikTok Creator Fund, so if you do see any of my content and you interact, that'd be great, because every bit counts, and at the moment I've not made a lot, but if you do see my content and interact with it, then I'd really appreciate it, because at least I can earn a little bit of pennies. It's not a lot, but you know, unemployment, so need everything I can get.
I just lost my job today. No warning, no nothing. They wouldn't even tell me why. I don't know. I didn't do anything wrong. I have no savings. I have nothing. I just don't. I got in the exit interview and they said, today's gonna be your last day. My manager and my director was on the call. And then they were like, the decision has already been made, so we really don't have anything to hear from you. You're only gonna get paid for the one day you worked in August, and we'll give you your commission check, and that's the last of it. And end the call on me. I'm low. I'm low.
I don't think I'm ever going to find a job. I don't think I'm ever going to make it past a stage when I send an interview where I get an email that says, "Congratulations, we would like to make you an offer," because I'm still waiting for it. I don't think this country can also deal with youth mental health, simply because every time I access the mental health services, they're always trying to police me on the conditions I have. They refuse to listen to me. I can't pay £90 an hour for therapy. It's too expensive. I can't even dream, because what's the point of dreaming if you don't have money to fund it? I can't even get into retail. I can't even get into hospitality or tutoring. And it's not even about the money at this point, because the jobs that I've been applying to, I genuinely wanted to work those roles. I genuinely would have been happy working with other people. And I've gotten into competitive program, so to be able to make it to an interview stage, I am proud I've gotten to that stage, but it's clearly not enough, and I don't equate it to worth anymore. I just see it for how it is, that there are no opportunities in the UK.
Hi guys, I just got let go from my job. I wasn't expecting that this morning, so I'll be fine. I worked for Midday Squares in marketing. They had to let go of the marketing division, which is fine. It just came as a bit of a shock. I'm a strong believer that everything happens for a reason. Able to maybe make more TikToks and create more content for you guys. Oh, I'm gonna miss it. I'm really gonna miss it. It was amazing. And I've learned so much in the past 8 months. I'm still in the parking lot. I haven't moved because I actually don't know how I'm gonna drive home. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys and just be really real. This is life. And you gotta get up and keep grinding. If anyone's hiring in marketing, anyone knows anyone that's hiring a marketing specialist, I'm free. Onwards and upwards from here. Okay, bye.
Take a breath and stay with me for the next 60 seconds, because what I'm about to tell you could decide how we treat art for the rest of this decade. 2 years ago, an illustrator watched her 5-year job vanish overnight. The company she worked for licensed their entire archive to OpenAI, fed her drawings into the model, and then disbanded the entire illustration team. 2024 MIT Media Lab report calls this practice creative data extraction, and warns that it's accelerating faster than any labor shift we have tracked since the Industrial Revolution. What? So let's translate that. Your sketches, your lyrics, your late-night voice memos can be all scraped, parsed, resold, weaponized against your own livelihood. And all that without a single handshake or thank you. Harvard Business Review calls this emotional economy vacuum. I would call it stealing with extra steps. However, here's a deeper cut. So neuroscience studies from UCS show that when we buy or back original art, our brains release more oxytocin than when we scroll AI-generated content. So this means human work literally bonds us, and algorithms don't. So all these facts and data, but the real question is, where do we go from here now? So the first thing you can do is price your creative labor like rent is due, because it is. Watermark and register anything you plan to release publicly. The third, invest at least 5 minutes in other artists' store or Patreon, etc., because it's the cheapest insurance policy our culture has. Conversation Pit exists to make this last step unavoidable. Drop a link to your work in the comments. Spend 2 clicks on someone else's, because if we don't build an ecosystem that pays people, we will inherit one that replaces them. Art is not content. It's connective tissue, remember? So treat it and treat us accordingly.